even though there's so much that I want to grasp and it's hard to let go of, I still deeply love and completely accept myself. Even though there's so much that I want to grasp and that it's hard to let go of, I still deeply love and completely accept myself. Even though there's so much I want to grasp onto and it's hard to let go of some things, I still deeply love and completely accept myself. I can feel the tension when I grasp, when I want to hold on to what I can't control, when I don't want to let go. Inner eyebrow point. I don't like how that feels. I feel it in my body. I feel that it's a contracting sensation. It's not a good one. There's stuff I want to hold on to. I am attached. I love the spiritual concept of detachment, and there are things I'm really attached to. I'm really attached to my life. I'm really attached to the lives of some loved ones, and some of them are in high-risk groups. I'm attached to feeling good about Italy, and I look at the numbers of deaths there, and it makes me so sad. And I don't want that to be happening. And I'm attached to wanting my country to do smart things and to really take care of its people. Sometimes I don't see that happening, and I'm attached to holding on to a righteous response to that, and I wish I could just let that go without letting go of caring. We're under the bone on the collarbone now, under the circle part at the end. I'm attached to getting a task done. I'm attached to money I thought was coming in. I'm attached to a job I have. I'm attached to wanting to just stay with this right now and not be interrupted by my kids or other people I'm sharing space with. There's so much to let go of right now. I'm attached to certain foods. I'm attached to ease and just going to buy the things I need and to moving about the world. I'm attached to seeing people, to coming close to them. There's so much I don't want to let go of. I feel it when I insist on holding on to what must be let go. I see myself get mean or snap or yell or turn it in on myself and against myself. I'd like to get really serious. Now I'm on round 2, so we're reaching for better feeling thoughts. I'd like to get more serious about prioritizing my state, keeping myself calm, happy, connected. I'd like to make that more important than anything I'm grasping onto. And that doesn't mean I won't feel bad things, and I'm willing to encounter my bad things. In fact, I'd like to let go of the idea that I'm supposed to move through everything beautifully, and I'd like to use anything that feels contracting or bad, any reactivity, any meanness, any hearing myself rant or judge or feeling it in my own body. I'd like to use that to remind me that it's time to head back to a clearer state, to more kindness, to more gentleness, and I can just start by being kind to myself. And from there, it's easier to be kind to those around me. And I can just speak clearly about what I see myself do, and I can apologize, and I can go be alone. I can have boundaries. I can have boundaries over what I read, what I let in. If there's a lot to let go, there's also the possibility of just going into the void, going into silence where there really is nothing. And all my experience with that, even though it can be scary, tells me that there's stillness to be found there, potentiality, hope, beauty. There's so much beauty in the void. I'm willing to be quiet. I'm willing to stop distracting myself and let go. Just accept that I'm in a time where sometimes I just need to be still with what feels bad, with all the judgments and constructs and thoughts and opinions, and just be still. Be still to open to what else. Oh, human beings need to open to what else is possible besides all we've figured out so far. I want to let go of all I've figured out. I want to come with beginner's mind to this moment, to my life, to this shared cultural reality. I'm willing to try to do that just right now. I'm willing to reach for it. I'm willing to misstep. I'm willing to get it wrong. And if there's anything I'm going to let go of as I'm detaching, I'd like to let go of self-judgment so that I can be very quick to come back to course correcting what feels better, what feels kinder, what feels more hopeful, or what feels even like it lets in space and stillness and quiet so that something else can come in. And if I'm not going to grasp onto feeling good all the time, then I can also, besides really showing up for what feels bad, really feeling it, really letting it move through my system as I find it in my body and breathe it. But I can also let go of having to feel bad or holding on to discomforts. I can also allow distraction of the right kind in the right moment. If I let go of my structures and what I think needs to happen, I can also open to my guidance, which tells me when to reach for distraction or pause or laughter. And it tells me when I feel it in my body, I get little tugs. I know when it's time to put something down and reach for something else. When I let go of my concepts of what I'm supposed to do or what I should do or what should be working right now, I'm able to just honestly meet the moment, honestly dance with consciousness as it wants to meet me right now. And consciousness meeting me includes the faces of those I love who live right here. And it means things coming in from the outer world through various media, realities, conduits. I don't know what word I want right now. And meeting consciousness means feeling my own body and responding to it. And meeting consciousness means being willing to meet the moment, the silence, the void, the busyness, the craziness, the things coming at me. Can I dance with them? Can I roll with them? Can I respond to an invitation to put boundaries up with them? Can I keep prioritizing, keeping my state clear, calm, loving, open to joy, open to beauty, open to the wonder of life that is still ongoing, even if it's not coming in all the packages I like or I'm used to or have learned to set up for myself? I'd like to be willing to let go of life. I'd like to meet my death every day like the Buddhists invite us to do. I'd like to allow the deaths of my loved ones. I'd like to stop thinking death is tragic. I don't like for people to suffer before they die, but that's actually a human reality. I want people to feel good all the time, and that's never been the reality on planet Earth. And when I don't struggle against that reality, I can find ways to soothe both myself and others. I can find my right place to bring in kindness, soothing, comfort, love, just love. Anything we're going through feels better if it's suffused in love. And it's okay if I drop away from love. It's okay if I lose track of it. It's okay if I catch myself in non-loving thoughts or behaviors, because that's the moment of awareness that I get to move back toward what feels better. Sometimes we're willing to meet death and we're willing to grieve death, and then sometimes we're not, and we're especially not when a lot of people are dying. And I'd like to get okay with that too. So many things happen beyond my control. I'd like to get better at teasing out Byron Katie's 3 kinds of business. When I grasp and attach to it, wanting to control, I'm not okay. I tense up. I'm overwhelmed. I get worse. I get less kind. I get less sleep. So I'd like to let go of what I can't control. I love the 3 kinds of business. I'd like to understand what's the universe's business, which is all that none of us can control. And I'd like to keep teasing out what's someone else's business and stop trying to control them or make them do it my way or think my thoughts or see through my lenses or understand through my experience or organize around my fears. I'd like to do what Carolyn Mace calls not building altars to each other's fears. I don't want to require others to build altars to my fears. I don't want to organize myself around the fears of others, but I'd be happy to comfort them in the right timing when life opens up to do that. I'd be willing to put down, I am willing to put down things I'm doing when the need of someone else shows itself and I see that it's a need I'm able to fill and that it doesn't conflict with keeping the oxygen mask on my own face. I love myself. I approve of myself. I want others to love themselves and approve of themselves. I want to hold up mirrors for people that help them love themselves more. I want to let go of my judgments and find the innocence in every human being. I want to forgive myself when there are a couple of big, bad, ugly human beings out there who make that really, really tricky, that defy my understanding. I have to go back to when they're a baby to be able to do that for them, and I'm willing. I'm willing to imagine them as a baby before whatever got them, got them. I'm willing to let go, and I'm willing to love, and I'm willing to reach for what feels better, and I'll just do my best, and I'll get it wrong, and that's okay. I want to let go now and now and now. I want to open to the guidance that can come in when I get quiet, because then I always seem to know what to do.